Shotgun with Charlie.
Riding shotgun refers to the practice of sitting next to the driver in a moving vehicle. The term riding shotgun came around after the time of the Stagecoach, when somebody used to sit next to the driver holding a shotgun, in case they ran into bandits. My name is Charlie Cook, and I drive a lot. I like to talk to people while I'm driving, so I interview people in my car while I'm driving. Welcome to Riding Shotgun with Charlie. Hi, it's Charlie from Riding Shotgun with Charlie. Instead of putting out a show this week, I want to do a show of thank yous and a recap of 2021. First, I want to thank all the people that watch the show on YouTube, Gunstreamer, Full30, and the OpsLens app. And I want to thank you listeners who listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If it weren't for subscribers and listeners and viewers like you guys, then we wouldn't be able to get the Stagecoach across America. And if you're just a podcast listener, you know you can watch the show as well. I also want to thank the numerous people that have bought the Riding Shotgun with Charlie and the Gun Grams stickers, and patches, and shirts as well. You know, with the shirt design, you can get a hoodie, you can get a coffee mug, you can get all sorts of really cool things. The YouTube channel is growing, which is great. We had a high number of podcast downloads as well in 2021. None of that is possible without you, the podcast listeners and YouTube watchers. So thank you guys. Besides all of the viewers and listeners to the show, there's some other people that I want to thank for helping the show grow in 2021. I want to thank the Coalition of New Jersey Firearm Owners for hosting the Hunting Pheasants with Charlie and having me speak at their event. The Florida Carry for having me play the Star Spangled Banner at their speaker event. The Second Amendment Foundation for getting me to Bellevue, Washington. And Alan Gottlieb for trusting me behind the wheel of his Corvette. Thanks to Derek LeBlanc from the Kids Safe Foundation for helping me get around the Seattle-Tacoma area while I was out there as well. Thanks to Paul and Susan Lathop for hosting the Mag 40 class in Sioux Falls. Thanks to Faster Saves Lives for hosting the course in Ohio and for all the things that they're doing to educate and arm our teachers in schools. Thanks to the Second Amendment Foundation for asking me to speak at Gun Rights Policy Conference and be a presenter at AmCon this year. Thanks to the Rod of Iron Freedom Festival for having me and Amanda Suffolcool MC for a day or two. Besides the Mag 40 and the Faster Saves Live classes. Thanks to the SIG Academy for hosting classes up there. I did a few classes there. And thanks to the Gun Owners Action League for hosting Ben DeWalt of Onsight firearm training. Thanks to the DC Project and A Girl and a Gun for allowing me to ride around with some of their members and kind of get through that whole stranger danger thing of you're going to put a woman in a car with a strange man, he's going to drive her around and ask questions. So thanks to the DC Project and A Girl and a Gun for passengers. I also want to thank Freddie Reel and AmmoLand for publishing Riding Shotgun with Charlie on their website. I had a goal to be on new podcasts this year. And I want to thank Gun Owners Radio, the Uprange Podcast, the Firearm Trainers Podcast, Midnight Patriots, Hey, I Want Your Job, the Shooting in the Woods Podcast, Gun Freedom Radio, Eye on the Target Radio, the Gun Experiment, and the Loaded Mic with Dan Wass. I also did several daily bullets with Paul Lathrop and became a co-host of the Polite Society podcast. I want to thank Anthony Colandro for trusting me to be a peer editor for his book, Crime Proof. In 2021, The Stagecoach film shows in 14 different states, from Boston to Sioux Falls, Chicago to Nashville, and New Jersey to Nebraska. All in all, we put out over 40 shows in 2021. The increase in passengers also meant that we were able to put out more shows, and we had a great 7-month stretch where we were putting out shows every week, which to me, when I first had the idea for writing Shotgun, that would have never thought it could be a possibility, but because of people like you, it has been. In 2022, we're going to keep things rolling. We're going to keep the Stagecoach moving, and we're going to keep making progress and getting the Stagecoach across America. I've been talking with some people in North and South Carolina, Texas, Arizona, and Louisiana. So hopefully we'll get to some of those states this year. We can't keep the show going unless we have viewers and listeners who support and share and enjoy watching the show. And that's how we're going to keep the Stagecoach across America. So here's to a wonderful 2021, and let's hope for a better 2022. Happy New Year.